may know him from his channel. I'm not gonna lie, I have stalled probably twice already because this is, this is tough. 7-pound flywheel is what you said?
Yeah, 7-pound aluminum flywheel.
It's very, very finagly. Let's just enjoy this really quick. That's pretty fucking fun. That's pretty fucking fun. He has a YouTube channel called the Car Passion Channel. It will be linked down below. You're gonna want to check this out. Greg, tell us in a nutshell, what do we got? What are we in here?
So, I've had this car for 3 years, and when I bought it, it was almost completely stock. And I really just bought a Miata for a daily driver. I had no intention of modifying it. Probably 5 minutes later, I ordered wheels and coilovers. That's just kind of how it goes. And then I dynoed it, it made healthy numbers, and I just decided to boost it.
What size turbo you got?
It's a Garrett.
Fucking hell!
It's nice and quiet now.
That is so embarrassing. And I could easily edit this out, but I'm not. Tell him why I'm looking like such an idiot right now. Can you tell him why?
I could tell him why. I'm thinking...
You're thinking you're not. To give myself that dignity, I'm trying not to burn the shit out of your clutch and find that sweet spot, but it's like you're there or you're completely off.
It's a learning curve for sure. It's a 7-pound aluminum flywheel, and it's a 6-putt clutch, which has a really abrupt engagement.
Very. Let's add emphasis on the very.
Very abrupt engagement. And on top of that, it's got no idle valve to kind of save you when you drop the revs too low, because it's on a standalone ECU.
And we don't have power steering because race car.
That's right.
I mean, this is the most race car Miata I've ever driven, which is I've only driven about 3 other Miatas. One of those being the no fucks given Miata, which everybody loves.
That thing is crazy.
So what kind of brakes are you running up front?
It's a Willwood big brake kit, and then I have a proportioning valve to help balance out the fact that I have stock rear brakes.
There's a really big hill right here, and we're going for it.
All right. I hope you're ready.
I hope I'm ready too.
I mean, I'm ready to watch.
Ready? Look. You really have to... I'm scared I'm gonna over rev it and then just like burn the shit out of it. That boost is like at 4.5, and it comes in pretty hot. We're on like 13 pounds of, or you say 11 or 13?
It's 13 pounds, and it actually tapers up to 15 pounds up top.
Very nice. Putting about 276 wheel.
That's right.
Weighing in at how much?
2240 with a full tank.
That is so fucking light. I feel like a lot of people don't understand how light that actually is, but that's very, very light.
They just hear, a number that's 200 horsepower, and they assume that it's really not that fast.
Yep. Oh, I'm all about that. No power, really yanking that steering wheel. That really gets you. That's awesome. Running 225s all around.
Right.
Which is huge in this car. When you see it in person, we were looking at it from the front. I was like, Greg, your front tire setup's pretty crazy there. He's like, yeah. I was gawking a little bit at that. I wish I had that. I wish I had that meaty of a setup. And I'm gonna reiterate, I mean, it's not like we're in like a fucking Bugatti and it's like, yeah, this turbo Miata, it's super crazy fast, but it's when we get to the corners, and you can attest to this just as much as I can, that's where these cars are meant to be. And like you said, you're an avid track goer and you like to do autocross, you like to go to the back roads just as much as the next guy. And that's what this is built for.
Yeah, especially running not only a really wide tire, but they're really sticky tires. NT01's a semi-slick tire right on the sidewall, recommended for competition use only. And
recommended. Recommend. Right. Keyword recommended.
See, they're still legal.
They're still legal.
I love to run the car on the street the same way that I run it on the track, because when I get to the track, I'm completely used to the tires. I'm used to the brakes.
Oh yeah, you're already there. Post guys, yeah, absolutely. I know exactly where you're going at. We're on E85 too.
Yes.
It's like you don't need an air freshener. You got the E85. I'm just like, when you came out to the spot, I was like, I think I smell some corn.
If this car has a fluid in it, you can probably smell it. It's 211,000 on the
That should be a quote.
engine.
That should be you should put that on your channel quote. If this car has fluid in it, you could probably smell it. Leaves people wondering. Low key, like in the back of my mind, I'm like, fuck, like I'm gonna stall in front of Greg again, but we're not because we're confident.
Just the small difference with this clutch.
It's so like
you just have to focus a little bit. It's not second nature right away.
Absolutely not. We'll see.
So going back to a couple times ago when you stalled, we were talking about what kind of stuff's on the motor. It's a Garrett GT2554R, which is the smallest ball bearing turbo that Garrett makes. And a lot of people stray away from the 2554 because it is the smallest, you know, version. And they're so concerned with the power falling off in the top end. And you can probably tell everyone that's watching that all the way up to 7,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're staying in that boost the whole way up, and it's no complaints. Also, too, downshifts are easy too. I can always appreciate a car that has a nice, like, notchy, like, shifter with a nice clean downshift.
And that's that flywheel too. The revs are really snappy compared to stock.
Oh yeah, especially when we're banging gears too. We got a good snap to it.
Everything about this car, two goals really. How can I make it more aggressive? And how can I make it more fun? What's the next thing I can do to make it more fun?
So what are your next plans? If there are any, if you don't mind me spoiling it in the video.
It's kind of a tough decision for me because I feel like the car is just very good as it is. It just is well put together, and I always want more power, but
it's that fine line of, do I really need it? Is that going to take away from the personality it has now? Or do you, I feel you 100%.
You'll find out when we get into some corners. Second gear exit full throttle, you're not going to have a traction problem at all.
It's like perfect. It's like, do you want to risk screwing that up to have more power in a straight where that's not where the car shines?
And it's been a balance ever since it was stock to add a little bit more grip and then a little bit more power and then a little bit more. Have you thought about
going like fender flares and making it a little bit wider?
I really don't like the fender flares.
Okay, you just don't like the look of it.
I like the 15-inch wheel setup on Miatas. I feel like it fits the car well.
Right.
And you can't go wider than a 225 in a street tire because no one makes it. So I don't really see a point to pushing the wheels out farther when I can't run a wider tire.
Getting out of first, you kind of have to put it at like $2,000 to like successfully pull it out with no issue.
I hope the people watching this can see the focus on your face. When
I'll have to do like a zoom in crop. I'm like tongue out, like focused as fuck. My eyes are squinty, but you can't see through my glasses. So do you ever have any overheating issues? Like boosting a car that's not boosted?
The only time I really have water temp problems is at the track when I'm really at 100%.
Yeah, so when you get moving too, you don't even realize you're not on power steering. Third gear, we're gonna shift down to second. We're at 4,000. That we're sitting right at boost. Like, that sound can never get annoying. Do you have? I see you have this one. Do you actually have radio in this car?
I do, but on the freeway the speakers aren't even loud enough, and it doesn't matter to me because just the sound.
You really have to make sure that you're putting it in that third. That third's kind of a stretch. You really have to get that in there.
The 2.3 is usually difficult in Miatas, and the reason I have these aggressive motor mounts in here is to help with that because the engine and transmission rock a lot. And when you're off boost and on boost, it's rocking so much that stuff doesn't line up.
That's flat. That's real flat. Tell us about the suspension you have set up here.
I'm running a Power Tricks coilover. It's a real small brand local to San Diego that specializes in Z's. And I'm also running Swift Springs, 10K front, 7K rear, and NB anti-sway bar on the front, and then some extra bracing.
That's because I was getting in that corner. I was expecting a little more body roll, and we kind of got mid-apex. I was like, oh, there's a little bit more, so I kind of got on at the last minute, and we was held flat all the way through.
It helps a lot having two people in the car also.
To balance out the weight.
Right.
4,000, third gear. You can really get on those brakes a lot more than you think you can. It's like, it bites and it's like, squeeze a little bit more and you can feel those four pistons just happily go together for you.
The street pads don't have a ton of bite. It's more about the pedal pressure in the brake.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot of pedal pressure there that you can really get on and get down to.
And the proportioning valve helps a lot because you get a lot more bite from the rears at any pedal pressure than you would if you had the stock setup.
Is this stock transmission?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I can tell that like you really have to beat on it, not beat on the transmission, but you have to be aggressive with it. Like getting in the gears here, especially when you're like that. Like I just shifted in between two gears. Like you really have to be on it.
The transmission only has
that for a Miata? Is that high? Is that medium? Is that low?
I had to replace my first one at 190,000.
Wow.
But it wasn't a power-related failure. It actually would not go into fifth, and it got stuck in reverse eventually.
Get on those brakes. That stops you.
Yeah.
That stops you good.
A lot of people don't want to spend the money on the brakes because they're expensive, but when you get a lot of power in the car,
that's what I'm looking at for my BRZ. Is I need to look at brakes now. So we're at third gear, 4,000 at like a little under 50. We're going up to a little turn here. I could drop to second, but I want to stay do third all the way through. Get on the brakes a little bit. Gets a little bit hairy here. Downshifting back to third, I was through fourth. Third goes real quick through those. Whoa, okay. Yeah, you fly in the Miata, dude. You really fly. No doubt about it. And they're so flat too. Like you feel like, I don't know, like the body of the car is just so like unified. A lot of times you kind of feel like you're jumping all over the place, but I just feel like, again, we're in a Miata. I can't expect too much different other than that, but second gear, 5,000, 40 miles per hour, straight boost. You can go all the way to 7,000. Power steering doesn't get all janky too when I get on the brakes. Going that fast, it's relatively easy.
there's your grip.
Yeah, we got to the bottom of it. I was like, oh, I think there was a little more. Let me turn it a little more. And hell, I was expecting us to slip a little bit. We held it all the way through. Do you have AC in this car?
No.
It's a bit steamy in here, but we good.
I got a fan.
I was wondering what those were.
So this is the fan. To get the heater, there's something under the dash I gotta flip to open the heater core. This is my 100 horsepower switch. Low, it's on high boost right now, which is 276.
Okay.
Low boost is 176.
What?
And then this is launch control and flat shift.
That is so awesome. Well, I've never seen that set. Is that a common thing in Miatas? I've never seen that before in anything.
I haven't really seen it a lot. When I got this car, it had no climate control cluster, so I just kind of decided to make the best of it and put some cool stuff in there.
That's awesome. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Greg's Miata is awesome. It makes me want a Miata. I say that after the end of every video, but be sure to check out Greg's channel. It'll be linked down below if you want to see more builds on this, or if you have Miata fever like I have myself. You definitely want to check that out. Thank y'all so much for watching. Peace out and keep moving forward.
Motivation is contagious. Hang out with those who inspire you and strive not to be like them, but only a better version of yourself. You will learn that there is a difference between alone and lonely. Life isn't always easy, but that's the beauty of it. You will learn how to be truly happy, and as much as you don't want.
It'll need a little throttle to start up.
Okay.
It's got no idle control, no idle valve, nothing.
All right, okay. Well, that's touchy as fuck. I can't remember the last time I solved.
It's a 7-pound flywheel, so it will die pretty easy.
Very easy. Ah, I forgot that was a bucket seat. Oh. Yeah, it's real tight fit. Fucking hell. How the fuck do you get out of this, Greg?
He's trapped in there.
Jesus Christ. Fucking hell, Greg. You make me look like a child here.